Hey everyone, my name is Brendan Furlong, and I am very excited to introduce myself to y'all and get to know y'all a little more. So, currently, I am a student at Texas State University in San Marcos. I'm just doing some summer classes at HCC to, get the credits and stuff. And currently a third year student with pursuing a exercise sports science degree. You know, shout out to my sports science majors. And I'm really looking forward to, growing and learning from all y'all this semester. So how did COVID-19 affect me? The COVID-19, I'll say that the pandemic had a huge impact on my life, just like many others. And personally, I struggled with the sense of like feeling isolated or like alone, in the sense that I felt like I could be doing more with my life, but I had to be like secluded to being alone in my room because of the pandemic. Like, I could have been out living my life, but I had to be stuck inside, you know what I mean? And my family also went through, a really tough time during that time. My dad had lost his job due to, budget cuts, and as well, like in a lot of people's like industries, they had to, roll back employees because there wasn't enough business coming in, so they had to cut people. So he lost his job during that time, and it was really hard because figuring out, like, it felt like the world was ending, really, because it's a pandemic, one, and two, he had just lost his source of income, so he's struggling and trying to figure out, what do I do? Because he was already up in age. He was like 55 at the time, so he was getting ready to retire, really. And then they let him go. So he's like, dang, what do I do now? And also at that time, my mom was going through chemo because she had breast cancer. So trying to manage keeping her safe from the pandemic and keeping her at a relative healthy level to go through chemo to fight the cancer. So it was a tough time, to be honest with you. It was a tough time. It really made me realize how life can change in like a blink of an eye, really. That, like, how important mental and physical health is. Because really what saved me was playing sports at school. Because that was like my free time, kind of like going to work out and going to like practices at school was kind of like the only thing that saved me to like get me out of my head. And I also saw how, communities came together and like neighborhoods and people around us helped. Because at that time, everybody was like really nice. Like, everybody was coming together and like supporting each other, because it was a tough time, really. It taught me a lot about resilience. My future outlook and goals, I'd say going forward, I'm focusing on growing and setting goals. No matter if it's a short term or long term, I'm trying to get better at doing that. I want to, finish the semester strong, straight A's, so I could move on to my senior year in college and be successful, you know what I mean? I want to improve my study habits. I want to stay physically active. My long-term goals include, obviously me graduating my bachelor's and then eventually going on and pursuing my master's in physical therapy. But I'm not too sure if I want to, go straight into grad school, because that's another like 4 to 6 years of school. And I don't know if I'm gonna be ready to do that straight out of college. I might want to, take a little gap here, but I don't want to take too long of a break, because then I'm gonna have to relearn the material, which is also, another struggle. But anyways. And COVID really taught me about a lot how to be adaptable. I'd say, every challenge that was faced or put in front of me is just a lesson to be taught and learned from. That's how I view it, And I just want to say thank you for all who's listening to this and taking the time out of your day to, get to know me. And I look forward to hearing from y'all and seeing other responses from everybody else. And can't wait to see. Peace.